by it enough, it knocks you down enough that eventually you start getting used to the blow. Eventually it doesn't hurt that bad. Eventually your armor starts to thicken. Eventually you start going, want to know what? I don't freaking give a crap if you tell me no, because the next person I talk to is going to tell me yes. And even if they tell me no, I don't give a flip, because the next person will tell me yes. And you might get 1,000 no's, but it's the one yes that you go, boom, it was worth it. I'm glad I didn't freaking belly over, roll over, wet on myself, suck my thumb and quit, because now I'm succeeding. And if you don't have that type of mental toughness, don't start a business. You got to learn to be uncomfortable, right? There's this incredible statement that is 100% true, that everything great in life happens outside of your comfort zone. If you want to be comfortable, work a job. Being in a business is a very uncomfortable thing. Why? You don't have a guaranteed paycheck. It's not guaranteed you're going to pay your bills this week. It's not guaranteed that you're going to produce as much this week as last week. You're in the realm of the unknown. You have to be very comfortable with being uncomfortable, because everything great in life happens outside of your comfort zone. A comfort zone is a beautiful place, but nothing grows there. No progress is made inside of a comfort zone. So you have to learn to take the leap of faith and be uncomfortable. Years. You got to be willing to put years in. How many? As many as it takes? Yeah, but how many? As many as it takes. If you have a deadline on your success, you've already failed. Put in the years that's required. Faith. You got to be able to step out on faith. Faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not yet seen. Meaning it's not guaranteed. You believe it in your mind, but you don't see it with your eyes yet. However, if you will toil in the service of your dream long enough, eventually you will touch it with your hands and see it with your eyes. You got to operate on faith. We already talked about thick skin. No excuses. Man, don't even get me started on this. I've, up to this point, been nice with you guys, but whenever it comes, I'll take my glasses off for this one. Whenever it comes for no excuses, excuses really. All right, hopefully some of y'all hanged in there. Connection is weak, but we'll continue. No excuses. Look, there's nothing that's going on in your life. There's no hardship that you have in finances. There's no hardship that you have in relationships. There's no hardships that you have in your health that somebody that's not been in a worse position than you hasn't overcome. I know a mechanic, I don't know, but I know of a mechanic that welds on cars, and he doesn't have arms. He does it with his feet. There's people that have walked this earth by the name of Helen Keller that was freaking deaf and blind, and she accomplished greatness with her life. There's no hardship that's happening in your life that if you don't just freaking suck it up and figure out how to overcome it and don't accept defeat, that you can't overcome. Your excuses can freaking flush it. Bump an excuse. You want to know what an excuse is? The excuse is a skin of the lie stuffed with a reason. Get rid of the excuses in your life. Not if you want to succeed in business, just if you want to succeed in anything. If you want to succeed in being a parent, if you want to succeed in finances, if you want to succeed in relationships, if you want to succeed in your health, if you want to succeed in your faith, get rid of your freaking excuses. Delayed gratification. You got to be able to put some stuff on the back burner, which means you might have to quit the softball league. It means you might have to put down the video game controller. It means you might have to stop watching TV. It means that, you know, your favorite basketball game, you got to quit frickin' cheering for them. Because here's a tip. The people that are on the basketball game that you cheer for, they're already succeeding in life. You're getting your frickin' teeth kicked in. So why are you on the sidelines of life clapping for somebody else instead of frickin' saying, want to know what? I'm tired for cheering for others. Let me cheer for me. Kind of a deal. Quit being a frickin' fan or a spectator. Be a player. Step your butt on the field and see what you're made of. You're going to have to put some stuff on the back burner. You can either do things good now or you can do them great later. You can either live a good life or you can live a great life. A great life's better than a good life. You can either travel average now or first class later. You can either drive some, $40,000 car, or you can drive a $140,000 car. You can either have frickin', weekends to spend with your family, or you can be a full-time frickin' business owner and spend every single day with your wife and kids if you want to. Don't ever trade a great life for a good life. A good life sucks, and good is the enemy to great, in my opinion. Relationships. This is a tough one, guys. If you want to be a business owner, this comes with the territory. Your personal relationship's going to suffer, and your significant other, and with your children. Because if you're working 100 to 120 hours in a week, there's not a lot of extra time left over. There's just not. And this is one of those delayed gratification kind of a deal. And it's hard. It's very hard, the amount of time that I sacrifice with my son. But I know once I get to where I want to be, the relationship I'm going to be able to have with him, the example that I know that I'm going to set for him, the lifestyle I know I'm going to be able to provide for him, it's going to be worth it. And here's a tip: when he grows up, he's going to have the example of a winner. I recorded a video yesterday that I asked my son, who's your hero? Without hesitation, he said me. So do I have as much time with my son as the guy that's freaking doing barbecues and playing at the pool every weekend? Maybe not. But my son doesn't have to look outside the home to find his hero. In my personal relationship with the person that I'm choosing as a life partner right now, a lot of crap is on the back burner. I invest 1 hour a day in conversation with her. That's it. And I've just flat out let her know I don't have more time than that. I'm conquering the frickin' world right now, or at least it's what it feels like. I got a lot of people leaning on me. I got 37 coaches. I got 80 clients. I got people messaging me all the time inquiring about my services. I'm working 120 hours a week. I know your love tank needs filled. I got an hour a day to give to you, baby, and it's all I got. But it'll reach a point where I'm working 5 to 10 hours a week, more money coming in than you can count, and life's going to be great. But that whole delayed gratification thing, you got to put things on the back burner for a period of time and not trade a great life for a good life. Your relationships are going to suffer. And if you want to be an entrepreneur, you better choose the right partner. If you want to be in business and you want to chase your dreams and you want to go after your goals. Now, if you're not married yet, this applies to you. If you are married, you might already be handcuffed. Because here's a tip. I've seen a lot of people that want to chase their dream, and most times either the husband or the wife is a noose around that person's neck. They're an anchor. You know what an anchor is? You got this big ship that can move through the ocean. You throw an anchor, it goes to the bottom, and the ship stops moving. If you got a big dream and a wrong partner, you got one of two choices: let go of your dream or cut your partner. And if you're not willing to do it, let go of your dream. You choose the wrong partner, you will never win in life. There is scripture after scripture after scripture about choosing the wrong partner. If you're a big dreamer and you want to succeed in business and the person is not encouraging you, they're discouraging you, if they're not uplifting you but bringing you down, if they're not breathing life into you but they're being a wet blanket being over you, you need to cut them out of your life immediately if you want to accomplish your dreams. Because if not, they're going to bring you down. If you're married, you don't have that option. You've already signed your sentence. If it's a girlfriend or a boyfriend, I got a big dream. I don't support you. Peace. Peace out, homie. You got to be willing to do that. Success is for gladiators. You got to be willing to get into a peak state. You got to get fired up. You got to set yourself on fire versus being fired up. If you are a fan in the stadium and you're clapping for your team, you're fired up. If you're a player that people are clapping for, you're on fire. So again, you can't be a spectator. You got to be a player. You got to set yourself on fire. You got to have no quit in you. You got to have a refuse to lose. You got to have a by all means necessary. You got to have a I'll die before I stop. And if I die, I died trying. There's no quit. It's not an option. There's at no point you stick your tail between your legs and you go off home and run. It's do or die. You got to pay the full price. You can't be weak. We talked about all this. Greatest struggle. This is huge. Your greatest struggle will be your greatest victory. If your biggest struggle right now is finances, I promise you it's going to be your greatest victory. If your greatest struggle right now is your relationship, I promise you it's going to be your greatest victory. If your greatest struggle right now is it's hard for you to deal with people, it's going to be your greatest victory. If your greatest struggle right now, fill in the blank. Your greatest struggle will be your greatest victory. And if you'll just see this thing on through, you'll accomplish greatness in your life on a level that you've never even imagined. It's not what you get when you achieve your goal, but it's who you become in the process of achieving your goal. You're going to turn yourself into a warrior, and you're going to develop that thick skin. You're going to overcome to become. You're going to be stronger than you ever thought you could be. You're going to inspire more people than you ever thought you could have hoped to. And it's not what you get when you achieve your goal. It's who you become in the process of achieving your goal that's all worth it. So that's the long laundry list of things that you're going to have to endure and go through on the road to entrepreneurship. Let's just talk about some of the benefits. Freedom. It's Monday. We just got out of Father's Day weekend. Everybody was having barbecues and spending time with family and playing at the pool and taking their boat out on the lake and hanging out on the beach. Today's Monday. Where are you at right now? Work? I ain't at work. I'm where I want to be for as long as I want to be here for, and I'm enjoying myself, having a pretty freaking good time doing it. I am free. And being free is worth everything that I had to do to earn my freedom. If you really knew how good freedom felt, you would work so much harder. If you really knew how good freedom felt, you would put more things on the back burner. If you really knew how good freedom felt, you would sacrifice more. If you really knew how good freedom felt, you would truly give it your all. If you truly knew how good freedom felt, you would do whatever it takes to get the job done, because freedom feels good. It means no boss. You are your boss. You look in the mirror in the morning and you go, that's the boss. I call my shots. I control my time. I control what I do. I go where I want to go. I am my own man. I'm my own person, and I don't need permission from anybody to do any dang thing except for what I say and what my maker tells me to do. You got options, right? You know how good it is? I used to run out of money before I ran out of month every month. You know how good it is to not have to check your freaking budget anymore? If you need to buy something for groceries, you just buy it. You don't check your balance. If your freaking tire blows out in your car, it's no big deal. You don't check your balance. You just go change your stupid tire. If you want to buy a shirt, you just buy a shirt. It doesn't matter. The money's there. You got options. It's worth it. I can go down this whole list. I'm going to weird the people out that are sitting behind me. I've already been weirding them out this entire time. But guys, look. Business ownership is not easy, but it's worth it. Making your dreams come true is not convenient. It's very challenging, but it's the most rewarding thing that you'll ever do in your life. And success isn't for sissies, and it's just hard enough to keep the punks out. And I'm just going to encourage you guys, man. If you are somebody that's caught this glimpse of, man, you know, this is the age of entrepreneurs, and I can work for myself, and I can do all this. Yes, you can. But you better be a Billy B.A. and be willing to do the things that I told you you're going to have to do, because if not, you're kidding yourself. But the cool thing is, everything that I said that you have to do, anybody can do. Because it doesn't take talent. It just takes commitment. It doesn't take this, you were born with this skill. It just takes backbone. It doesn't take giftedness. It just takes the will to succeed. Because I promise you this, I'm not as talented, gifted, smart, or any of that stuff than most people I know, but I'll outwork most. And that's made all the difference. I don't have any quit in me. And yeah, you might be able to get better results than me, but I'll outwork your freaking butt. And you don't want to handle my lunch kit, and I'll run circles around you. That's my only gift, work, until it's done. So, all that being said, guys, you truly can make your dreams come true. You truly can live life on your own terms. You truly can get rid of your boss. You truly can not have to worry about morning traffic and afternoon traffic. You truly can get to a point where you don't have to check your balance all the time. You truly can have time and money. You truly can have options. You truly can live life on your own terms and make your dreams come true. But you better have enough backbone to make that happen. And if you do, man, you'll leave your stamp, you'll leave your legacy, you'll make your impact, and you'll achieve greatness with your lives. And I promise you it's worth it. With that, over and out. Vincent Rose, the Fat Killer with H2G Fitness. The future is bright. Something good is happening. Y'all take care. Be blessed. Over and out. Peace.